All right, students, last but not least, I want to show you how you can update or install an application after you've done your updates. So I'm going to pick an application here, and we're going to install Wireshark. We're going to install Wireshark. So what we're going to do is we're going to go apt-get update to sync up our databases. Make sure we get the most current version. And then we're just going to go simply apt-get install Wireshark. Right, Wireshark is nothing more than a packet sniffing tool that we use in basically any type of network monitoring, network reconnaissance, network troubleshooting. It's going to go out to the I'm going to go out to the database, going to find the most current version, and tell us how much it is, and then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to hit yes, and it's going to go ahead and set everything up. Now, what's really, really cool is in Ubuntu, we have something called dependencies. And dependencies are, let's say I want to install Wireshark, but Wireshark may be dependent on other software that's out there. In Ubuntu, that whole process is automated. All right, so if Wireshark needs something, like say packet sniffer, I'm just going to make something up, it'll go ahead and it will sync that up and it'll make everything happen. So that's kind of cool. Some versions of Linux do not do that automatically. So that's one of the reasons why I selected Ubuntu for this particular course and for you to use. Again, I got to teach you the basics of Linux and how it works. As we get into some of the other flavors of Linux or distributions of Linux, it gets a lot more complicated. And we actually run into situations where there is an application, let's call it application A, and it relies on a dependency B, and for dependency B to work, it relies on dependency C, and dependency C to work, it relies on dependency D. When we get into that, there's a term that you'll hear, it's called dependency hell. And it's a constant ongoing thing where programs rely on other dependencies, rely on dependencies, rely on or need dependencies. It goes on and on to the point that it just gets super confusing. Ubuntu handles all that for us. So as you can see here now, Wireshark has been installed. Let's go ahead and just type in Wireshark and see what happens. And there it is. There's that Wireshark just like you would see in your security class or whatever the case. And to close out of it, we're just going to do this. Now there is another tool I like to have students installed, and hopefully maybe I can get them snagged on doing some security work. Let's go apt get install nmap. And nmap is nothing more than another reconnaissance tool that we use. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to install it. Again, it's fully automated. Ubuntu and the package management is going to go ahead. It's going to download anything else that we need. You can see here some of the dependencies in place. These are actually dependencies right here, making sure that we got everything that we need. It's going to set up our manual DB database, which is nothing more than the documentation that goes with Nmap. And if you're interested in how Nmap works, you can just continue on. You can do some research from that. But I just wanted to show you how to install a couple applications real quick so you know how to do that. Thank you and have a good day.